Troy, just wanted to get your general thoughts on the match for tomorrow. I'm sorry. Facing off for the first time against Club Santos Laguna, a win already under your belt. How's the team feeling?
Yeah, I think the guys feel really good. We wanted to create some momentum for ourselves coming off of two good results in the league. We did that. We had a good performance. I think there were some areas that we have looked at that we have to improve on if we're going to continue to keep that momentum. And Santos Laguna is a very good opponent, and they're one that I think all of us are starting to become more familiar with. I don't think anyone in our club is going to say that we're an expert by any means in knowing them, but we absolutely have a lot of respect for their history as a club, and we know it's going to be a tough match tomorrow night.
Thank you very much. And we have one question from the room. Go ahead, Brian.
So Troy, tough matchup against Atlanta last game. Talk to us about what the team did well and how you can implement that against Santos Laguna.
Yeah, the thing I said in the post-match that I want to reiterate is the way that we displayed ourselves, particularly in the first half, and really even I'd say probably 10 minutes or so into the second half, was the type of identity that we want to see all the time. And that's a team that is very aggressive against the wall, trying to make it difficult for the opponent to play, creating chances off of that, and then being very good with the ball. I thought we were very good with the ball. We made really good decisions. We played in the opponent's half. And hopefully we can sustain that for more than just 45 minutes or 55 minutes. We need to sustain that over the course of 90 minutes. And there's a couple of different things that we're going to hopefully improve on from that match as well, because ultimately we left it up to penalties, and I'm glad we had preparation for that. But we'd like to end the game with 3 points if we can. Going to be tough to do that on Wednesday, but I'm confident the group can get another result.
Perfect. Now, Mo, we'll throw it to you for some questions.
Thank you very much. I have Matt. Go ahead, Matt.
Coach, going off the penalty kicks that you spoke about, Alex Bono played a big part in getting you that victory. Can you speak to what he's meant to this team and his performance against Atlanta?
Yeah, I mean, Alex has been in good form in the last three matches. You know, I mean, he had to deal with a period where we didn't have some good results, and I made a change, and he had to continue to stay focused on, you know, being prepared. And he did exactly that whenever he came back in against Nashville and then Minnesota, getting two big results for us. His play was very good. And then, you know, how he performs in the 90 minutes making a penalty save, and then to have another couple in the penalty shootout is really impressive. And I think you have to also give credit to Cody Mizell. Cody Mizell works extremely hard as our goalkeeper coach to prepare our goalkeepers in all phases of the game, but particularly in penalty shootouts. And it's nice to see the work pay off for both those guys.
Thank you very much, Matt. We'll go ahead and go with Charlie. Go ahead, Charlie.
Hey Trey, Charles Moe from MLS Soccer. I wanted to ask about the penalty shootout format, going straight to that to break the tie. Has that added any different wrinkles to the preparation, and are you in favor of it? Do you like it? What's your outlook on that?
Yeah, experiencing it last year too, you know, I like there being some finality to a match, and I think that helps, you know, be able to for everyone to understand who comes out with a result or not. I definitely like not having to go to extra time, particularly for a competition in the middle of our MLS regular season. I think that makes a lot of sense. And it's exciting for everyone involved, particularly the fan base, to go into that. Lastly, it becomes part of our preparation now. You know, we really try to be diligent about that in terms of training. You know, everything that we train, we hope to execute in a match, and that's exactly what we have to do for penalties as well now.
Thanks, Charlie. We have now a question from Dennis Gomez. Go ahead, Dennis.
Hey, Troy. Thank you for speaking with us. It's a great opportunity to win some silverware and qualify for the CONCACAF Champions Cup. How do you think this United can do in this cup, and how far do you hope to get in this cup?
All those opportunities are in front of us that you mentioned, and I, you know, they're even more in front of us because of the first result that we were able to get against Atlanta, but they're also a little ways away. So what we have to do is really put everything we have into tomorrow night and try to get into the knockout stage. I think tomorrow night we have an opportunity to win the group, and that's our single focus right now. And anything beyond that doesn't really matter unless we take care of business tomorrow night.
Thank you very much, Dennis. Do we have any more questions on the room or on Zoom?
Not in the room.
One in the room.
said-
Let's go ahead. I'm sorry, on Zoom we have Matt. Go ahead, Matt.
Coach, you've got to see a little bit of your new signings. What have you liked from Schnegg and Baji so far?
Yeah, I thought both those guys made a great impact in the match the other day. They both are, I've described them before as dynamic players, and I think you got to see what that dynamic ability looks like from both of them. David Schnegg is someone that can get up and down the touchline robustly and consistently and repetitively, and so that gives us a different dimension down that side. Dominique Baji is someone that I think is going to have a great relationship and pairing with Christian Benteke. And, he's someone that, again, has so much experience, and he's going to make this club better not only on match day, but every single day. That's what I've seen from him in his few weeks with us training.
Thank you very much, Matt. And we do have one follow-up question from Dennis. Go ahead, Dennis.
Troy, with the game being played outside of Audiefield tomorrow, or playing at Solaro Park, what is your message for the supporters who will be making it, for those who might not be able to make the trip?
Yeah, I'd like to say this in a really gracious way. We feel anyone that comes to the match that are our supporters that didn't get to experience it at Audi Field tomorrow night, we have a tremendous amount of respect for, and we appreciate the support. Anyone that can't make that trip, we feel the exact same way, and we feel a great responsibility for those that can't make it tomorrow night to be able to qualify for the knockout rounds, and then hopefully there's a match at Audi Field down the road that we can provide for our fan base, because this is something that they deserve tomorrow night, and our players also deserve that, to be able to compete at Audi Field against Santos Laguna side, and the only way that we're going to be able to pay that back to them going forward is by getting a result tomorrow night, and that's really a driving force for us, for our supporters.